dissect the language on this one. Alrighty. Particle is projected with speed 10 meters per second. U equals 10. At an angle tan inverse to the inclined plane. Not to the horizontal, to the inclined plane. So this is a normal question. Well, the last one had an A minus B. If the plane makes an angle tan inverse 5 over 12 to the horizontal, talking about the plane there, find in terms of g the time at which the distance travelled parallel to the inclined plane. What does it mean by parallel to the inclined plane? So if I drew a diagram here of a standard projectile, what does it mean by parallel to the inclined plane? Yeah, just the standard SX. Just means if I throw it here to here, throw it all the way up here and it hits down here, just the SX. Just that part there. Cool. Parallel to the plane. Now, let's do what we always do. Let's go for tan A first. Tan A is 4 over 3. So what does that mean sin A is going to be? Opposite over adjacent is going to be 4 over 5, and cos A 3 over 5. Then go for the angles of the plane. So we have a tan B 5 over 12. Cos sin B is 5 over 13, thank you. And cos B is 12 over 13. We just did a standard Pythagoras theorem for those ones, yeah? 5, 12, and 13. And then the other one being 3, 4, and 5, which you know off by heart by now. Now, find in terms of g the time at which the distance travelled to the parallel. Find in terms of g the time at which the distance travelled parallel to the inclined plane is twice the perpendicular distance above. So, yeah. Opposite over adjacent is 5. 5's the opposite. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Oh, you're talking about over here? The 4 over 5 and the 3 over 5? 5's the opposite and 12 is the adjacent. So cos has to be 12 over 13 and sine has to be 5 over 13. I think we're right there, are we? Yeah. Alright, good question though. Don't be making any early mistakes. No, sorry, I'm struggling with the language here because I'm finding it's like in terms of g, the time at which the distance travelled parallel to the planet is twice the. Is it looking for the times both times? Yes, Brent.
Well, what you did previously was that SX equal S1 for the announcing because it's what it is.
Oh, that's an old video, was it? Yeah. Awesome. At least that guy knew what he was doing. Alright, so find in terms of g, the time in which the distance travelled parallel to the inclined plane is twice the perpendicular distance above the inclined plane. Yeah, I suppose Sx is 2sy, isn't it? Alright. Oh, I get you now. I understand it now. Imagine this. Imagine a point on your line, okay? Like around here. And I say this point is 10, 5. Now, imagine I tilted the xy axis and used regular coordinate geometry coordinates. See the way your sx distance is twice your sy distance. Yeah? That means you're looking for the time along your path where you have double the horizontal distance compared to the vertical distance. Now the language makes sense. Okay? It's wordy though, isn't it? Alright. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to do Sx equals 2sy. Now we're going to go through our 4 equations, okay? So let's go to B, yeah? Okay, so that is going to be G. This one's going to be 12 over 13G. This one here is going to be 5 over 13G. Okay with that? Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to break up our Vx, which is going to be up here. Our V value. Our V value is 10. So we're going to get 10 sine A. So 10 times 4 over 5, which is 8. And then it's going to be 10 times 3 over 5, which is 6. Alright, now we're in a position to set up our equations. So Vx equals 6 minus 5 over 13 gt. Dy equals 8 minus 12 over 13 gt. Sx equals 6t minus a half that, so 5 over 26 gt squared. Sy equals 8t minus half of that will be 6 over 13 gt squared. Pause for a second, read over them again, just make sure everything is where it's meant to be. Yep. Right, spend that extra time looking at those 4 equations. Don't do what I do. Now, we need Sx and Sy, but we know that Sx is equal to 2Sy. Sx equals 2Sy. So 6t minus 5 over 26 gt squared equals 8t minus 6 over 13 gt squared. Now, let's have a look. What's 6 over 13 take away 5 over 26? Anybody? And so that's 8t minus 6t. You're going to cancel a t off both sides. Gone. 2. Then we got 6 over, what's that? 7 over 26, yeah? GT. Okay, multiply. Yeah, we have this. Multiply it by 2 times 26. Divided by 7 times gravity. Does it want it in terms of G? Yeah. No big deal there. I'm seeing 52 over 7G. Is that the answer you got, Brian? So the old guy got something different. Right, what's the answer in the back of the book? Sx equals 2Sy. So, worst thing is I have it written down as well. So, 6t minus 5 over 26 gt squared, 2Sy. So, it's 16t minus 12 over 13 gt squared. Imagine having all that written down and just leaving that out in an exam, and that'd be highly annoying, wouldn't it? Like you have everything and you just decide to drop the 2 for no reason. Happens to everybody. Now, let's do 16t, take away 6t. And then we got 12 over 13 gt squared minus 5 over 26 gt squared. So it's 24, take away 5 is 19 gt squared over 26. And that equals 10t. The t's will cancel. This time, we're going to get 26 times 10 divided by 19g, and that's the answer we're supposed to get. 260 over 19g. Oh, awesome.